Hey everyone, glad to see you again. Is there ever a time when you wondered if that special someone felt the same way about you? Today, we will discuss the key indicators a woman will express if she truly feels a connection with you. If you're interested or just want to know what's on her mind, these insights might help. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for daily videos with tips on relationships, Stoicism, and handling personal connections. First, let's dive in. As I listened, I found myself reflecting on what you said. What interests her shows that she is interested in you. Active listening indicates a love interest, as it demonstrates complete engagement in the conversation. If she brings up something you brought up in a previous conversation, it's a strong sign that she's paying attention to what you have to say and thinks you're interesting. Listening actively involves taking in, thinking about, and sometimes re-evaluating what someone says. It looks like she thinks of you as intriguing and useful, not just another casual acquaintance at this level of engagement. Being heard is a powerful way to connect with someone. When she remembers little things, it shows that she wants to understand you better. She's not just listening to answer, she wants to know what makes you tick. As an example, if you talk about a personal goal or a life event with her, and she later brings it up with thoughtful questions or comments, that's her way of showing that she truly cares. By revisiting these conversations, she's building trust and empathy. Two essential components of a love relationship are feelings of commitment. One of the best signs of romantic interest is if someone thinks about you when you're not around. When she says, "I was thinking about what you said," it usually means she cares about what you say. What does emotional interest mean? If she shows emotional involvement, it means she feels more than just a superficial attraction for you. It means she's letting your ideas, values, and opinions affect how she feels. If she thinks about your words when you're not around, that means she sees you as someone who matters. This repeated emotional investment can lead to deeper feelings as she starts to see you as an important person in her life. For example, if you talked about a meaningful life goal or a struggle you overcame, she may say, "I was thinking about what you said about overcoming that challenge." This shows that she understands and resonates with your experience. This understanding is a strong sign that feelings are starting to form. When someone brings up something you said and shows that they respect and admire your point of view, it's often a sign that they hold you in high regard. Respect and admiration are at the heart of any healthy relationship, and if she's showing these traits, it could mean she sees you as a potential partner. 3. Why is respect important in romantic attraction? Honoring someone's opinions, even if they differ from yours, is respect. When she brings up what you said in a positive way, it shows that she remembers it. She probably does that because she respects your mind, your view on life, or maybe even your sense of right and wrong. What is the connection between respect and romantic feelings? Admiration often comes before attraction. When we admire someone's traits, like their sense of humor, intelligence, or kindness, it sets the stage for deeper feelings to grow. If she's talking about how much she admires you, it's likely that her feelings are changing too. Beyond friendship, she may show respect and admiration in everyday conversations by saying things like, "I was thinking about your advice on that situation," after you give her advice. This shows that she values your opinion and respects your wisdom. She may even start asking for your opinion on other topics, showing that she values your input. The second step is to understand the significance of saying, "I'd love to introduce you to my friend's family," in the early stages of a romantic relationship. Instead of direct remarks, it's not just a casual comment when a woman says, "I'd love to introduce you to my friends or family." This statement can carry significant meaning, as it indicates her deep appreciation for your relationship and her desire to share it with those closest to her. To fully understand the meaning of this statement, it's helpful to look at the social, emotional, and psychological layers that are often at play. Here's why. I'd love to introduce you to my friend's family is more than just a polite gesture, and what it could potentially mean for the future of your relationship once she welcomes you into her inner circle. Relationships evolve from acquaintances to friends to more. For many individuals, each stage requires varying degrees of openness and vulnerability. The group of friends and family is a private and safe space where they only invite those they trust. By suggesting that you meet her friends or family, she's showing that you've reached an important point in her life that makes it okay for her to let you into this part of her life that she usually keeps to herself. By letting you meet her closest friends and family, she's showing that she trusts you and is willing to share a deeply personal part of her life with you. The relationship is more than just a one-night stand, because she's inviting you to see her roots and her loved ones, which suggests she's comfortable with you and sees a future with you. 2, she's looking for their approval. Many people want to know that their friends and family accept and even admire their significant other, especially in the beginning stages of a relationship. By inviting you to meet her friends or family, she's giving them a chance to give their opinion on the relationship and also showing that she values their opinions. This is her way of seeing if those close to her see the same connection she does with you. If her friends or family say positive things about you, it often confirms her own feelings and boosts her confidence in the relationship. When it comes to some relationships, family and friends act as relationship gatekeepers. Meeting them is a test of how well you fit into her life. Impressions from her inner circle can make the relationship stronger, but stress can cause her to ask you 3 questions that test your compatibility. Beyond that, her relationships aren't usually between just 2 people. She has to deal with a lot of different bonds, changes in families and social standards. She can see how well you get along with the people in her life by inviting you into her social or family circle. This may seem like an indirect test, but it's actually a strong way to see if you fit into her world by looking at your interpersonal chemistry. The way you treat her family and friends shows how well you can get along with others and adjust to new situations. Are you adept at working with others? Can you get along with people from different backgrounds? She can tell how well you'd fit in at future family or social gatherings by seeing how you act here. Your social awareness and emotional intelligence are evident in the way you behave in social situations. The way you act in social situations also reflects your emotional intelligence. If you're polite, interested, and involved, it shows that you care about other people's feelings and value relationships. Meeting her 4 friends, in addition to your romantic relationship, is a step towards commitment. If a woman is truly interested in a partner, she'll often take small steps toward building a future with you, like introducing you to her friends. Her family's presence is a clear indication of her thoughts. More than just dating for a short time and wanting to see if the relationship could go further, this first meeting is a serious engagement. The first milestone demonstrates her mental preparation for a more serious and long-lasting relationship. Building long-term security is important for many people, especially those who value family and friendships a lot. Aligning a partner with your closest circle is a good way to keep things stable. She's thinking about the relationship not just as an immediate connection, but as something that could be sustainable over time, a sign of exclusivity. If she's bringing you around her family, it often means she's not interested in casually dating others. She may be hinting at exclusivity or at least testing the waters to see how you both fit into each other's broader lives. It's a major clue that she wants you to be a bigger, more permanent part of her world. Number 3. Understanding the meaning behind, I feel like I can be myself around you. When a woman expresses that she feels comfortable enough to be herself around you, it often means much more than what the words alone convey. On the surface, it may seem like a simple compliment or casual statement, but underneath, it holds profound implications about trust, safety, and budding feelings for many people, especially in the early stages of attraction. There's often a tendency to maintain a guarded version of oneself. This version might focus on making a good impression or avoiding showing vulnerabilities. When she says she can be herself, she's revealing a level of emotional investment that usually indicates deepening romantic interest. Let's explore several dimensions of this phrase, including emotional intimacy. Let's delve into the concept of psychological safety and how it reflects the true feelings of individuals. The most important parts of any relationship are trust and safety. Trust often serves as the foundation for connections in romantic relationships. In this context, trust extends beyond simply depending on someone for support or believing in their reliability. It also means feeling safe enough to open up emotionally. When she tells you she can be herself around you, she's telling you that she feels safe both physically and emotionally. Acceptance without judgment. This means that she knows you won't judge her negatively for her quirks, thoughts, or even past events. Being safe makes her want to be herself because she knows you'll accept her completely. Music, a complaint. A lot of people are vulnerable. It's challenging to be vulnerable because it means talking about your own problems, insecurities, or issues. When she expresses her ability to be herself, she is expressing her sense of safety, allowing her to be consistent and reliable. Emotional trust also grows when someone is consistent and dependable. If you're there for her, keep your promises, and genuinely care about her life, you've probably made her feel like she can emotionally count on you. Attraction and attachment are based on two psychological ideas. Feeling like you can be yourself around someone often means you have a secure connection. Attachment is something that psychologists say emotionally safe attachment styles significantly influence our ability to connect with others in close relationships. It fosters an environment where both partners feel comfortable being authentic and sharing their bonding experiences. Theory is an important part of safe bonding. If a woman feels safe being herself around you, she probably sees you as a solid attachment figure. She experiences support, not pressure, and a sense of meeting her emotional needs. This level of attachment often makes the chance of a long-term relationship higher. Getting rid of anxiety in relationships. Anxiety can inhibit people's openness, but if she expresses her comfort in her own skin, it indicates that her typical social or romantic concerns diminish in your presence. This ease often leads to deeper connections and shared emotional moments. 3. Emotional closeness and link. Emotional intimacy is the bond that forms when both people feel safe enough to be open and vulnerable with each other. This type of intimacy is based on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine care. For many women, being able to be themselves around a romantic interest is a sign that they're feeling more than just attraction. Sharing vulnerability builds emotional intimacy. She's letting you into her world by telling you about her life dreams or fears and sharing personal thoughts and experiences. This creates a connection that leads to intimacy. She usually only reveals her true self to those she trusts and who embrace her imperfections. To be truly close to someone, you need to feel safe enough to show your flaws and still feel accepted. When she says she can be herself, she's saying she doesn't feel the need to put on a mask or front to impress you, letting you know how she really feels. Having emotional closeness with someone means sharing all of your feelings, not just the positive ones. If she can tell you she's sad, frustrated, or even angry, that means she trusts you to handle all of her feelings. 4. She doesn't have to deal with social pressure and expectations. If she says, "I feel like I can be myself," it means she doesn't have to worry about meeting societal or romantic expectations when she's with you. A lot of people feel pressure to present a certain image, especially in the beginning stages of dating. If she doesn't feel pressure to conform, it means she sees you as someone who values her true self. When a woman says, "I'm so glad we met," it can be a simple phrase with a lot of meaning. When a woman says, "I'm so glad we met," she's usually talking about how much she values the connection you share in a world where meaningful relationships are difficult to find. Understanding what this phrase means can help you understand how she feels and the possibility of a romantic relationship. This article will discuss the phrase's meanings, importance, and relationship applications. This acknowledgement shows that she sees something unique about the way you two engage. This is why this value is so important. 1.1. The importance of having meaningful relationships. Everyone meets a lot of people in their lives, but making a real connection with one is rare. When she says she's glad she met you, it means you stand out from the rest. Similar hobbies or a shared sense of well-being may attract you to each other. 1.2. Examples of meaningful connections. Think about the times when you made a connection that led to a meaningful relationship. Maybe you laughed together through a humorous situation or found something you had in common, like a hobby. In these cases, thanking the other person for meeting is the next step that makes sense. She might think about these times and feel, "We are grateful that they introduced you into their lives 2 years ago." When she says, "I'm so glad we met," it's likely because she cares about the relationship. Knowing this can help you understand how she feels. 2.1. Signs of an emotional connection. There are different ways that emotional interest can show up. A lot of contact. If she regularly contacts you through texts, calls, or social media, it means she likes talking to you and sharing personal stories. When she talks about her feelings or experiences, it means she wants to deepen the connection by showing vulnerability. If she feels safe telling you about her worries or fears, that means she trusts you and cares about what you think. 2.2. Why social connections are important. Developing an emotional connection is what turns strangers into friends and friends into partners. When she thanks you for meeting her, it means she values the emotional connection that's beginning to form. This bond often precedes love feelings, as it enables two individuals to be intimately connected. Third, saying, "I'm so glad we met," can also mean that she knows how much of a positive effect you've had on her life. This recognition can come from different parts of your personality and behavior. 3.1. Some examples of good effects. If you've been there to support her through a difficult time, she may be grateful for your presence in her life. Making her laugh, humor can build strong bonds. If you've made her laugh or feel good about herself, this positive energy can make her value your relationship even more. Challenging her. Sometimes a meaningful connection is built through challenging conversations. If you've shown her new ideas or ways of thinking, she may be grateful for the growth that comes from knowing you. 3.2. Recognizing your role in her life. When she says this, she's usually asking you to recognize your role in her life. It's a way of saying that she values what you bring to the table, whether it's support, humor, or intellectual insights. 4. Putting it out there. She may be testing your feelings by saying this phrase, which means she's pleased to have met you. She may be watching your reaction to see if you agree. 4.1. Looking for a trade. When she says she's glad you met, she may be looking for a response from you that shows she feels the same way. This is a normal part of getting to know someone. Relationships grow on shared emotions. Reacting positively can make her feel better and encourage her to talk more. 4.2. How you react is important. How you respond to what she said can also give her useful feedback. Just saying you feel the same could lead to deeper discussions about your feelings. On the other hand, if your response is neutral or cold, she might not understand where you stand. What are your plans for the future? What does it all mean? The question, what are your plans for the future, may seem simple, but when a woman asks it, it usually means a lot. It can show different levels of interest, concern, and connection in a new or existing relationship. This article discusses this question, why it's important, and what it may reveal about her feelings about you. A person who comprehends the meaning of the question is more likely to respond positively. People who ask about plans for the future usually want more than just a list of goals or dreams. Here's what she might really mean. Interested in your life direction. This question shows that she is genuinely interested in your life and wants to know where you see yourself going in the next few years. This is particularly crucial in a romantic relationship, as aligning your life paths can be crucial. Interest in your values and priorities. Future plans often show what people value and what they want to achieve. She might be trying to figure out what's most important to you by asking this question, like if it's work, family, travel, or personal growth and compatibility. This question can serve as a subtle way to gauge your compatibility, especially if she's interested in dating you. Letting her know your goals can help her decide if your paths are compatible. Future planning is a crucial aspect of any relationship, particularly for those aiming for a long-term commitment. Here's why. When two people have the same goals, they can work together to reach them. Working together strengthens the link and instills a sense of safety and stability in the partnership. A partner with clear goals often gives off an air of safety and steadiness. This can be appealing to someone looking for a serious relationship because it shows a level of responsibility and foresight in dealing with problems together. Future planning can help couples prepare for issues. When both partners know their goals, they can help each other overcome obstacles. 3. How to understand what she asked. If a woman asks you about your plans for the future, you should pay attention to the situation and her tone. Here are some ways to interpret her question. A genuine interest. If she seems genuinely interested and curious about your plans, it's likely that she likes you. This means she wants to know more about you as a person and your goals. An honest test of your dedication. This question could be an honest test of your commitment level. If you answer with clear goals and a picture of the future, she'll know you're serious. Sometimes she asks about the future to get you to talk about your feelings and thoughts. It facilitates a deeper conversation and fosters a closer connection. What part do future plans play in personal growth? Future plans are important for relationships, but they're also crucial for personal growth and development. It gives your life direction and helps you set goals to move forward. Make long-term decisions and prioritize your time. Aspirations for the future can serve as inspiration. They push you to work harder, learn more, and get past problems in order to reach your goals. You can't help but consider your priorities when planning your future. Being aware is important for personal growth and helps you make decisions that are in line with your values. 5 of us discussed our plans for the future. How can we engage in a deep conversation about future plans? It is important to have an open and meaningful talk. Here are some suggestions to help you do that. Being honest and real means sharing your true hopes and feelings. Being honest builds trust and makes your bond stronger. Make the talk two-way by asking her to share her thoughts on the future. This shows that you are interested and also helps the conversation go deeper. If it's acceptable, talk about shared goals. Talk about how your goals fit into the bigger picture. Your paths might intersect, sparking engaging discussions about potential future adventures and collaborations. When talking about plans for the future, keep things light but thoughtful. Important topics may come up during discussions. It is important to keep the tone fun and light. Use humor when it makes sense to keep the talk interesting. Sixth, understand how important it is for you to make me feel in romantic relationships. Communication is crucial in relationships. Words can convey deep emotions, and one of the most telling things a woman can say is, "You make me feel." This simple but powerful statement has a lot of weight, especially when she talks about how you affect her mood. This piece will delve into the various interpretations of this phrase, highlighting its significance and illustrating her feelings about your personal growth. One emotional weakness is that it makes trust, openness, and closeness possible. When a woman says, "You make me feel," she is often putting herself out there emotionally. Being vulnerable requires trust, and the fact that she is willing to talk about how she feels shows that she feels safe with you. This is important because it means she thinks you will respect her feelings and respond positively. For example, if she tells you, "You make me feel happy," that means she trusts you to take that information without judging it. This honesty not only makes your relationship stronger, but it also makes it easier for you to get closer emotionally. As relationships strengthen, emotional honesty enables both partners to connect on a level that surpasses mere interactions. When she tells you that you make her feel good, she's not just complimenting you. She's pointing out the positive emotional effect you have on her life. This is important because it means that you bring her joy, comfort, or excitement. It shows that she's growing to value your presence and your ability to improve her overall health. For example, if she says, "You make me feel so relaxed and at peace," it means that your company helps her escape from her daily stresses and worries. She finds comfort in the mental safety you offer, which suggests she sees you as someone she can talk to about life's ups and downs. 2 acknowledgements of link. Understanding and getting along. Understanding and getting along. The phrase, "You make me feel an of," usually means that you and she feel a deeper connection. When she talks about her feelings, it means that she sees a compatibility that goes beyond simple exchanges. This acknowledgement is important for building a relationship. For example, if she says, "You make me feel understand," it means that she feels like you understand her on a deep level. They probably think that you share similar values or experiences, which makes her feel like you get her. With this understanding, it fosters a sense of inclusion, a crucial aspect of any significant relationship. Taking into account positive effects. When she says things like, "You make me feel inspired," it's a clear sign that she recognizes the beneficial effect you have on her life. This goes beyond simple attraction. It means she sees potential in you and your relationship. It could mean that she admires your drive, creativity, or resilience and wants to be like those things herself. This kind of praise can lead to a deeper connection because it makes you both want to support each other's goals. For example, if she says that your passion for your job inspires her to go after her own dreams, that's a strong sign that she values your impact on her. Growth 3. Want to get closer to someone. Intentions and requests for the future. When a woman tells you how you make her feel, it's likely that she's thinking about the future of your relationship. Her feelings can be a sign that she wants something more serious. For example, if she says, "You make me feel like I can envision a future with you," it means she's thinking about the idea of a long-term relationship. This way of thinking about the future shows that she isn't just enjoying the present. She's also thinking about the chance for growth and a deeper commitment. This offer lets you explore this connection's potential for long-term goals. Having hopes and dreams invite for more. You can also use the term "you make me feel" to initiate a conversation about your feelings. It's her way of letting you know she's ready to talk about feelings and take the relationship to the next level. For example, if she says, "You make me feel loved," you should think about how you feel about her.